Right, I suppose.
Wait a few.
I'll wait for a couple of seconds just you can all be looking at my pretty face for a few minutes until such time we'll give a couple of people a chance to come on. That's what, so I don't know who's on yet or what's the story. Ian is too busy looking at his other phone. He might even be having the camera pointed at me, who knows. Anyway, I'm going to plough on and see what the... So have we people on board?
Yes, we've 2.
Yes, that'll do.
3.
Shaggy.
2 is good. Shaggy,
4.
yours is good.
Michael McSweeney.
Right, guys. Good evening. Welcome to Goose Customs November chat. Before I go anywhere else, I'm going to have to mention Jen. Jen has decided to take it to do a legger, and she's fecked off over to the UK and left us high and dry here, myself and Sarah and Ian doing the old doing the show this week. So we'll say hello to Jen. Everybody, give Jen a big hello when you get a chance.
Hi, Jen.
Anywho, I'm here to tell you sort of what's what. We have news. The Harley's progressing very, very well. It really is. I'm sort of I've a lot of the stuff back now. I haven't got the paint back from Jer. I haven't been sort of been pushing it for it because basically Christmas is coming, money's tight, you know, all the usual sort of things. The only real things that I've got left to pay for in terms of the Harley would be the seat and the bodywork. And again, in case you've been following me on my recent sort of over the last few weeks, I've been doing Friday night bike building above in Gerrard's. I haven't been doing any building. I've just been talking shite and just disturbing everything. But I've been up there. So over the next sort of few weeks, I'm going to be up there and I'm going to be doing the final prep on all of the bodywork before Gerrard paints it, because Gerrard told me my prep was shit. Even so. All the prep that I've done is just preparation for just a ton more preparation that I'm going to have to do. So Ger's very particular on the bodywork, and for it to look its best, the preparation has to be absolutely fucking immaculate. So I'm going to I have a load more sanding, a load more priming, and a load more sanding after that, and all that sort of thing to do before he's going to let a paint go anywhere near it. Which is grand, that's fine, because at least I know then it'll be a fabulous job when it's done.
Paul says, hi, how are you keeping? And Jen has joined us with a big hello.
Hiya, honey! Did you enjoy your lunch, Jen? I was here cleaning the shed, doing, working and fixing shit, and you're over in England gallivanting around the country fucking eating grub.
She's left us all alone.
Yes, I know. But sure, look, she'd probably be stopped at the border and interrogated coming back anyway, which is grand. That's our punishment for leaving us. Anyway, guys, so a couple of things. I'm going to get through the sort of the business end of things first. I have over the last sort of several months, we've made, I think, 3 attempts so far to get the merchandising sort of side of things sorted. And it's been bloody difficult. It's really, really difficult to deal with a lot of these people out there, because every time you turn your back, they've got to hand over money. Mm-hmm. And I'm not getting into the stage where I'm going to start charging people 50 quid for a hoodie, because as far as I'm concerned, I wouldn't pay it myself, so I'm not going to charge it to you. So what we're going to do now is we're actually launching a full merch line tomorrow night on my Facebook Goose Customs page. If you go onto my Facebook Goose Customs page, on the home page there'll be a shop button. Now, there'll be a limited lineup from tomorrow, because it's going to take time to get all this stuff uploaded, and over a period of time there'll be more and more and more stuff added. If there's something that you want that's not on that page, send me a message. If there's something you want and it's on the page, send me a message. So sort of bottom line, guys, send me a message. That's the sort of the way it's going to work is, you see what you like, send me a message. I'll tell you what it costs you. It'll be whatever it is. I'll tell you what it costs. The price will be on the site. It'll be so much plus post, because the post will obviously depend on where you are. And it'll be sent to the printers once a week. We gather up all the orders rather than sending this. I will send everything to the printers once a week. and the printer will post it in direct to you. They're actually really quick. The quality of the stuff. Sarah and Ian they'll do a quick swing around there, guys. And I have new designs, guys. New shit. Don't know. Tell me what you think. Whether you like them or not. I got this one. I have my own new Celtic Goose Customs one. No, they've all got a funky name on the website. I don't know what the names are. And we've got this new one here. That's on my long sleeve T-shirt. I've also got, if I move my beard out of the way, I've got my usual one, which is this one. I like wearing this one. And we've got loads and loads and loads and loads of other stuff. These are just sort of 4 designs. There's probably in total 10 or 15, maybe something like that, or even more, by the time it's finished. There'll also be other stuff. You've got freaking hats, caps, cups, mugs. Jesus, I'll even fucking engrave toilet roll for you if you want to roll a toilet paper with my name. There's a huge. We're also doing a load of stuff for smallies. So from babies with baby grows to kids hoodies, zippies, the whole fucking lot. We can do everything. Because the printers we have are really, really good. They're very efficient, and the quality of this stuff is nice. So hit us up, guys. I also get them to you before Christmas. So this is the main reason we've been pushing to get this thing done this week, is because I know some gang wants some stuff for Christmas. I've had about 20 different requests for different stuff over the last sort of 2 or 3 weeks. When is my merch and when is the stuff coming out? So guys, it's now here. Give me a shout, and no, I'm going to show you some really cool shit. My buddy Phil at Protective Performance Coatings, I've done a sort of a kind of a personal side deal with him in the personalisation of Goose Customs merch. So if you want stuff with your name on it and really, really cool stuff, but this has to come through me, and I can only do it on sort of bulk orders, not from you obviously, but like the prices that are on the website will be based on me putting in orders of 10 and that kind of stuff. But have a look at this. We'll start off with a nice mug. Want one of them? That's my mug, by the way. So all this stuff, it's actually really, really cool. It's a cool wall mug. Really nice. Keeps your tea or your coffee hot for ages. I have a couple of hip flasks for an old drop like, different sizes.
Fun flask.
So we have lovely card wallets. These are the, put your cards or your money in there, and Goose Customs on that. And finally, so there'll be other stuff as well. I've got key rings. I don't know if you can zoom in on them. Right, there you go. Well, Ian's in focus anyway, because I can see him through the corner of my eye. Anyway, guys, so what we've got is, so what I'm going to do is, right, all this stuff here, these are all samples. Because before I send anything out, everything has to be printed as a sample, because I want to see what the quality is like before. I'm not going to sell anything where I haven't actually seen it. All this stuff is my own stuff. I got all that for myself. So just for, because all my hoodies are now Goose Customs, all my other hoodies have been chucked in the bin. So what I'm going to do in terms of all of that stuff is I'm up to, as you know, I'm still pushing my YouTube channel. And the reason I'm pushing my YouTube channel is because I want my YouTube channel to run sort of on a side-by-side basis with Facebook. And I've got a huge amount of followers on Facebook, and I'm getting a lot of feedback and a lot of positivity out of Facebook, and I want to sort of get the same setup through YouTube. It's gathering momentum. It's very, very slow though. So what I'm trying to do is sort of pick things up a small bit. So what I'm going to do is, all that stuff, I'm giving it all away. But it's going to be a YouTube only competition. I'll be announcing it in the next week because I haven't figured out what the hell I'm going to do yet. So I'm just trying to figure out, the reason being is, I'm live now here with you. I have 800, nearly 900 followers on YouTube, but I can't go live to them because YouTube won't let me go live unless I get over 1,000. It's only 130 odd followers, so it's all I need. So what I'm going to do is, when I hit 1,000 followers on YouTube, I'm doing a draw, and someone's going to get all that stuff. And I'm going to get all that stuff for free, and I will post it to your door. And it's a really nice package. You get key rings, you get hip flask, you get wallet, and you get a mug. All in one package, and you'll have them all at your door if I get to 1,000 views. Whenever. I was going to say before Christmas, but that might not happen. So, guys, that's the crack there. And it's all really, really nice stuff. I'm not going to fill the flask for you, because if I fill the flask, I'll probably just drink it myself. You'll only get a dirty flask. So, okay, so that's that. If there's if you've got any questions with regards to that, it'll be a like and share type thing, because so guys, jump if you're not already on YouTube, flick over to YouTube, just like and subscribe and click on the old notification jobby. There's only 130 odd more followers that I need, or if you've got any friends who are doing that sort of thing, because I see what I'm actually working it out is Facebook are sort of 1 minute. They're kind of 1 minute updates. Very, very little stuff you can get into 1 minute updates. The full build, the full extended update, the full extended build is on YouTube. I'm not as far as I am at the moment with the Harley, obviously, but the sidecar, everything from the sidecar is on there. There's work from the XJR on there. There's work from the CB on there. There's other general sort of crap that I've been doing, bits and pieces. All my build for the camper will be going up there. We haven't even got to editing that yet, because we've just been so busy doing everything else. It just takes time. None of us doing this kind of crack. Like, I do all the work inside the shed on my own. I do all the camper build on my own. I've done everything else on my own. Sarah has got a full-time job, so she does a bit of editing and a bit of bits and pieces when she can. Jen is the same. Jen work. She does her bits and pieces. So we're all sort of part-timers at this. No, we don't have the luxury of doing YouTube full time or doing this full time, and there's no money made from this. Like, everything that I make on hoodies goes back into fixing bikes. And ultimately the money has to come from somewhere. So, like I said, this is why I'll give a quick update on the Harley, and then I'll tell you what's going on. As
Derek Honda said, nice. With the new jumpers,
Thanks,
tops.
Thank you.
Paul Goff said, I love the 4Z one. Can I have it, please?
The what?
4Z one. Not sure. Tom O'Murphy said, the Celtic one from me. They're all nice, though. And Paula Connick said, hi, Mick.
Hi, Paula. Paula does the best game pies. Honest to God, they're gorgeous. I had it last weekend. Really, really nice.
Got a lot, and colourful skull.
Cool.
Nice proper job from Andy Gregory. Shaggy would love any of that stuff.
Excellent. Good positive feedback so far anyway. Thanks, guys. Right, where we are at now is, I'm going to jump over to the Harley. Harley is there. I have to say, I'm loving the way this is coming together. I've got a big ugly jack underneath it at the moment, because I actually lent my paddock stand to a buddy of mine, and I only figured out where I went this morning. So, but guys, I know you hear me and I'd be rattling on about the Cerakoting. I fucking love Cerakoting. I think it's an amazing finish. The reason being is it's like a proper factory finish. That's what it is. The reason I'm saying it's like a proper factory finish is I give you a small piece. That way you can zoom in on it. And I'll give it a little bit of a clean first. When I took these apart, this is actually one of the caliper mounts off the forks. There is absolutely this looks like looks like it's anodized. When I took these apart, I deliberately stamped the L and the R on these. I have an engine stamping kit there, or a metal stamping kit. They're very, very handy when you're taking bits apart. You can put a stamp out of sight on them, and that way it's easy to find them when you're putting it back together. If you look in here, you can see the Cerakote is all the way in on top of the treads here. I can take an M8 bolt and I can screw that perfectly in there without ever having to run a tap through it. It is that good. Because if you put this powder coated, all the powder will be stuck in there. You'll be retapping everything. The L will be gone because it will be full of powder. And the finish is not the same. Like, this is absolutely, completely, perfectly smooth. There's no ripple. There's no imperfections. There's nothing on it. It's just an absolutely beautiful finish. It looks like a factory finish. And that's why I like it. That's why I like that. It's the same when I put the forks back on. I put them back on. These, hang on a second, take the top off that. See, like, this one, that's completely Cerakoted. That slides down. There's no issue. There's no difference in the actual visible difference in the thickness of the fork. This guy, I can screw him off, and as you can see, the threads are Cerakoted, but he screws on, it screws on, and it screws off. Absolutely perfect. So that's why I like the Cerakoting. Kill that, yeah, please. Sorry about that, guys. That was someone ringing me. So guys, this is why I'd be harping on about Cerakoting. Cerakoting is, in my opinion, it does from what I've seen, it doesn't get much better than that. The quality of the finish, you're getting back what is effectively the equivalent of a factory finished brand spanking new part.
Alzer Wilson wants to know, where do you get the Cerakoting done?
If you get onto, will you show them that thing behind you? The Protective Performance Coatings, which is the sign at the bottom there. That's the guy who does my stuff. If you look at him on Instagram, someone keeps trying to ring me, guys, so that's what that sound is. If you get on to Phil at Protective Performance Coatings, he will tell you everything you need to know about. He's on both Facebook and he's on Instagram. So guys, it's Protective Performance Coatings. What I'll actually do when I get a chance, I'll put a link to him on my page. I don't know how to do it yet. I'm just saying I'll put it on. It might take a little bit of time, but I'll stick a link for him on it. That way you can actually find him through there. I have no problem whatsoever in recommending him for his work, because his work is absolutely top quality. Now, that said, I just let you know, I do get a bit of preferential treatment on pricing from him, but that said, I wouldn't deal with him if he wasn't the top of his game. So that's where the Harley is at the moment. These are my air shocks. I don't know if you remember in the past, but I'm putting full-blown air suspension on this. Not because it needs it, but I just fancied the idea at the time. I bought the air shocks online, and I thought, look, why the hell not? It's good. This is going to be a full-blown custom bike anyway. So it needed new shocks because the original ones were manky rotten. So I said, right, we'll give it a go. We'll give it a go at air shocks and we'll see what happens. My wheels are ready. All I've got to do on this one, this is the front wheel, is there was originally a spacer here. This bike originally had a twin disc front end, but the new front end is a single disc. Most Harleys are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a little brass cap just to cover all that up. So what you'll have is a brass end piece there rather than have all them open. So that's why that's why the front end isn't mounted yet. I actually completely forgot about doing that, so I'm going to do that now. That'll be done probably tomorrow or the day after. Back wheel is finished, ready to go. Just slip in the bearings, and we've got this. I'm going to have a look at the pulley. The pulley's fabulous. It really is gorgeous. That's all Phil. Again, that's all Phil's work. The whole wheel, the pulley, everything is Phil's work. Don't know how the Cerakote is going to take on the actual on the teeth of the pulley, but we'll have a look. It's certainly going to do it no harm. It won't do the belt any harm, and the belt's a lot better. The actual pulley's a lot cleaner as a result. But at worst possible scenario, it'll wear it a small, which isn't going to make any real problem anyway. I've got sort of the plan for this is in the next week. I want this to be a roller. I've got to put the front end on it completely. So I'm going to get all that done and get her rolling. Then she's going to be pushed into the side of the shed for about 4 weeks or 5 weeks until I can raise a few bob, because Christmas is coming as well, and presents, and you know, everybody has the same issues at Christmas, buying presents for kids and presents for Jen if she ever comes back to me.
Doobie-doo says cool wheels.
Thank you very much. So that's Jen doesn't spend all her money when she's across in England on her gallivanting. Anyway, guys, I'm getting back to the sidecar. I need to go back to the sidecar for 3 or 4 weeks, or maybe a little bit with it, because a few issues I want done. The steering, I was never happy with the steering on it. It works, but it doesn't work to my satisfaction. Now, unfortunately, what that means is I'm going to pull this whole, that's got to go, seat's got to go, floor's got to go, brakes have got to go, everything has got to go out. Everything you see here, that's all going to be taken back out, because what I'm actually going to do is I'm moving the steering from down through the floor here to down through the floor up closer to here, and the steering will be actually coming sort of across this way and going straight down, because if I can run the bar straight down, it means I can then run a lever straight down from there across to that wheel, which will give me one-to-one steering, which is exactly what I want. Because then what I will do, instead of steering like a car, it will actually steer like a bike. So what I'll actually, from the steering wheel then, what I'll have then is it will give me half a lock on the steering wheel from turn to turn, from end to end on the front wheel of the bike, which is exactly what I want. Because at this present moment, I have about 4 turns of the wheel to a full lock on the wheel of the bike. But not only that, but it's not giving me the full reach of the forks. I'm still about 4 inches short on the full reach of the forks, which means that if you're turning turning tight corners, you just don't get it. You're having to get out and turn the bloody and move the bike, which is a major pain in the arse.
Shaggy said Jem will be able to get you duty free.
Yes, that's true. She could do too, could she? Bring me. Dad, you go, no, Jen. Bring me back some nice duty free, not chocolate. We got tons of that fucking stuff. drink. So, guys, this is my main focus over the Christmas holidays is the Harley will be on wheels. Pull that to one side for now. I'll be above in Cork working with Ger, getting my bodywork ready for paint. I have a really fucking bang up fucking paint job plan for that. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a little sneaky peeky. I'm going to show you one piece only of what's going on. Now, bear in mind, that engine isn't even remotely close to being finished. We have dress-up kits. There's a complete dress-up kit. I have a buddy of mine above in Galway, Flame Art Design. Have a look at him on Instagram. He's only on Instagram. He goes under the name Flame Art Design. Amazing stuff. I'm not joking. So this is half of what's there. There you go, guys. Have a look at that. So what you're going to have is, that's just one piece of about 10 pieces that's going on that engine. Both sides of the engine, they're literally going everywhere. So they're going in front brake discs, back brake discs. They're going. So let's just put it this way: there's going to be a lot of it. You know me; I like my brass. So that's all I'm going to show you. So it's just like a little sneaky peeky. There's loads of other stuff to go on here yet. I've been collecting it over the last ever since I got the bike. Before ever we did a stitch to the bike, I had a fair plan of what I wanted to do with the bike. So then I started ringing around people that I know and getting stuff done. To get stuff done. Any of you guys who have a Harley, look up. I swear to God, look up Flame Art Design. He operates out of Ireland in Galway. He posts. He takes your money. No bother at all. No better man. But what you get for your money is amazing. Like the guy is a gift. His work is fantastic with brass. So give him a look out and tell him I said give you a shout. No, guys. I'm trying to think now. Is there anything else I need to tell you? Have you got any questions? Anybody want to have a chat, or have you any inputs or insults or just general shite that you want to say?
Andy Troy likes your ringtone.
Oh, thank you very much.
DB said the brass work is stunning.
It is.
And James McNamara says, "Go on, lad."
Thank you very much. So, guys, the whole sort of scenario is I've got a huge amount of work to do back to do on this. It also there's also sort of other bits and pieces. I've been going to boot sales. Got me a horn.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! So the jokes I could make with that. But so anyway, the only way to do that right to finish it off right is just to strip the whole. I got to strip the whole floor, strip everything else out of it to do it right. It's going to take me. It'll probably take me 2 months by the time I finish farting around. There is more news sort of in and around it, but I can't share that with you just yet because I'm still working on it. It might be a thing, it might not be a thing, but who knows? But it's a New Year job, so we'll worry about that in the New Year. It's got to do with this, but we'll worry about it, and then we'll discuss that with you for the New Year. Keep you.
Doobie-Doo wants to know when's Jen's trike.
Oh Jesus Christ! You know something? That's like Jen's there. Yes, boy. Jen's trike is after I've got to finish the Harley before I can do. The reason I'm doing the Harley is because the Harley was supposed to have been built for a show in March. The Dublin Bike Show was supposed to be on in March. It's always on sort of the last weekend of March. So that was my plan. To get the Harley finished and in for the show. But of course now the Dublin Bike Show is cancelled. So there'll be no show in Dublin in March, but I'm already halfway through finished the Harley now, so I might as well finish the thing now and get it over and done with. And after that then I'm bringing Jen's trike in and doing Jen's trike is next on the list. I know I said that with the last bike, but I promise you Jen's trike is actually going to be next on the list.
Shaggy wants to know, what conditioner do you use on your beard? Mine gets tangled.
Oh, mine doesn't.
What's your secret?
I can't remember. Jen bought me some stuff. I would send me a message later on. I'll tell you. Jen bought me some stuff, and I have no idea what it is or what. Just kind of this coconutty smelling stuff. It's lovely, really nice, really posh. So anyway, guys. Other than that, you see where we're at. I'm sort of tipping away as best I can. Everything is sort of motoring. Like I have most of the parts now that I need. There's a pile of parts there, which I'm sort of slowly working my way through, because what I'm actually doing is I'm sort of cleaning them, painting them as I go. And what are you sniggering at? Sarah's laughing away there behind the camera.
There's a comment there of goose grease, is it?
Goose grease.
And Shaggy calls you a fucking show off.
Thank you very much. I do my best. The pile here is getting smaller, and the pile there is getting bigger, which means the bike is slowly going back together. That's how I'm looking at it. And then what I'm doing is all the smaller parts, like you saw me a few weeks ago, I got the frame painted above in jars. All the small parts I'm painting myself, because I can actually handle small parts easy enough in here. But the problem is to paint anything here, I've got to cover absolutely bloody everything. So I'm not geared for painting. But I'm getting there. Everything is sort of tipping away quite nicely. I will give you a proper fill at the moment above and protect it. I know I posted a post from him last night, because I was up there last night and he was doing a bit of lasering. And he'll be doing lasering for me later on. I've got a seriously funky exhaust system kind of thing planned. So he'll be doing that, and I'll be doing a proper video of that when it's being done. But his place at the moment, he's gotten some renovations done. So it's not really sort of film, and there's nothing really filmable up there at the moment. But later on there will be. And when Jerry's painting, there'll be filming done there, and we'll be making a lot. I'm also going sort of extending my Goose Customs stuff in terms of I'm really sort of getting into the whole YouTube thing now, because the longer stuff I can do on YouTube where I can't do on Facebook. So guys, that's where I am at the moment. It's not going to be a big long-winded broadcast, or whatever you call it, blog, or whatever you fucking call it this time around, because other than sort of the Harley and the merch and what's going on with the sidecar and my girlfriend deserting me and fucking off to England, there's not really a whole pile that I can well, I had to make the piss in fairness. It wouldn't be fair not to.
We miss you, Jen.
So so that's the situation anyway. So guys, that's as much now as I can tell you. Quick before I go, the shop button will be on my Goose Customs Facebook page there. I'm not sure, will there be one on the Insta page as well? I'll know about that tomorrow, and I'll let you know what's going on in terms of Insta anyway. It'll be on my Facebook page tomorrow, so I'll actually post and let you know what's on there. If when you go onto the page you don't find what you like, bang me a message. But the best thing you can do is don't order anything now, hold off till tomorrow. When you see what you want, then you can actually tell me exactly, because there'll be a name on it. Tell me the name, what you want, and tell me the size. And like I said, we'll do anything. If you want something printed and you don't see it there, let me know what it is, and if I can find it for you and print it for you, I will. and everything from adults down to kids, and adults up to big adults. So we're covering everything, and we're covering a multitude of colours. So like, if you want to go pink, green, white spots, we can do that for you. Not a bother. So guys, what can I say? I will see you before Christmas. I'll definitely do another live before Christmas. We should have a significant improvement in the Harley. This will be half dismantled. I'll probably be drunk, and it'll all be good, really. So guys, listen, thanks so much for looking in. I will be on to you in the next couple of days with a competition for YouTube. I'll also be on with what's going on with the merch tomorrow evening. Ian? Everything all good?
Do. Top man, always a good watch. Best of luck with all your projects.
Thank you. Guys, listen, it's been lovely talking to you, and we will talk to you again soon. See you later, guys.